Do you ever wonder how an RV is made?
Like, how do they get from a bunch of parts and pieces to a new RV?
Yeah, so we went to Rockwood and we did a GeoPro plant tour, and of course, this is the foundation on which they're built. The GeoPro chassis come in from the chassis manufacturer, and Rockwood puts in all the holding tanks and such, which, by the way, have tank heaters, and they use a torsion axle suspension, tire pressure monitors, that kind of thing. So it's good stuff. And the floor is actually made of an aluminum cage frame, and there is a wood layer, and then a water protective layer. So here they are, kind of getting it all together.
That screw thing really fascinated me.
Yeah. So here comes the floor, and you can see the water protective layer on the bottom, and it's already been the flooring is put in place. So there it comes, dropping it into place where it's going to get attached to the chassis. Kind of cool. And it's attached.
And there's all the wire coming up out of the floor. It was neat how they had like a template so they could figure out where to route those holes in so they get them exactly in the right places.
Yeah, those guys move quickly, but they've got it all dialed in. Now, here are the walls, and Rockwood and Flagstaff, same company, different stickers, use their own lamination process, and there are Asdel substrates in there. That's also, the roofs are laminated. But again, here's another example of the walls, all vacuum laminated, which is the best way to do it. And here we're looking at, the Asdel is like a man-made material that's not susceptible to water damage and such. So again, they tend to pick the best products from when they have a choice. And they also build their own, like anything that's structural, like these are
Dinettes?
Yeah, dinettes, all welded aluminum. But they do also have their own cabinet shop.
Which was very nostalgic for me because I worked in a cabinet shop for a travel trailer company.
Yes,
So
indeed.
The stack of drawers was like a fond memory for me.
Notice how, by the way, the cabinets are arched to match the arched roof.
Yeah.
And there's stacks and
there's
stacks.
There's all the doors.
Yeah,
and
doors.
There's all the drawers.
Yeah, and they're not stacked to the floor. So again, another example of the welded aluminum structure. This is again a dinette, and any time that they have something that's weight bearing, it needs to be welded aluminum. The plumbing is now getting in place. We're starting to see this is looking like a trailer. And one of the nifty things to me, they have a second deck, I guess, at this plant, and that's where wire harnesses are built and plumbing is put together. So there's people who do plumbing and wiring pretty much all day.
And then each of those boxes on that ramp has the components needed for one trailer. So you take one box off, and that should be everything you need to put that one unit together.
Yep, so there's the plumbing shop upstairs, I believe. And so it's, that way those pieces are controlled and done right too, and not right on the line. Which I thought was kind of a neat thing. Okay, now the trailer is really starting to come together.
Yeah.
You can see there's a radiant foil layer put under the nose cap. So anywhere they can do a better job with insulation, they do. Again, Rockwood and Flagstaff tend to build premium quality RVs. Their team has been there for a very long time, and they've been doing this since '74, so they've got these systems really well worked out. Now we're seeing, the interiors coming in place. All of the components are being put in. They have a lot of Amish in their workforce, but just people who've been there for a good long while. So that makes a difference.
Yeah.
There it is. You're starting to see it come together a little more.
I always think it's fun to look in through the hole that's going to be a slide room.
Yeah. By the way, Rockwood and Flagstaff put their own windshields in a climate-controlled room. So just, again, another area where they control the quality. And now you've got the nose of the RV ready to go in place. And some of these systems that they do and use really speak to the experience of the company. All right, here it is. And it's in place, and now it's going to be attached. So obviously there are further steps needed in this, but now you see how, like, there's a gent up there working on the top. One thing that amazed me is the little stickers there's these eagle-eyed people there.
Yeah.
And
they, like, I asked somebody, like, what's this sticker for? And she pointed out the problem. I couldn't even see it when she pointed it out.
Yeah, they're very meticulous about quality and making sure everything is done properly. There you go. Starting to look like a trailer. Oh, the slide box went in. And this just blew my mind.
This is great. You said earlier about how they've put systems together. So they actually have this above the second layer trolley thing that brings the roof stuff in, the air conditioner and the vents and stuff that have to go on the roof.
Yeah. This, by the way, was not sped up. This lady is actually, that's the speed at which she works.
She's so excited.
Yeah, was neat to see, and just, it's amazing. This is, again, speaks to keeping a good staff on staff.
Yeah.
And how they're able to do things well and know what they're doing. So
imagine, like, me getting that sticker straight. It'd take me all day to do one, right?
Yeah,
I would take like 15 minutes to do the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly. So this is neat. Here they pressure test all of the plumbing, and including the gas. So water plumbing, the gas plumbing, and all of that. And one of the things I really like is when they have a choice on a component, they tend to pick the best from what's out there. So larger ovens, better awnings. Just the component choices are conscious decisions to do a better job.
Right.
All right, look at this. We are getting close to a trailer. Notice how they put stuff in place to protect the finishes as they're building. So that's the fridge there. And there's, like, material taped to the floor so if they drop a tool or something, they don't damage it. No step just yet, but it's coming. And there's a reason that there's not a step yet. This is a machine where they put, like, a fake door in place, and they actually pressurize the trailer, and then they spray soapy water on any place where there's a void in the structure, like a window or such. And it lets them make sure that these trailers don't leak. So that back there, that's the fake door, and it goes in place. And then that fan assembly actually pressurizes the trailer. Again, just a measure of detail on how these things are built. So look at that. It's coming together. It's almost done.
Ready for testing.
And then at the end of the line, each trailer is weighed and a sticker is placed. And now you have a finished GeoPro or Rockwood or Flagstaff or Mini Light or whatever the various products that Rockwood and Flagstaff put together. And we've been real thrilled with the 3 Rockwoods that we've owned. And so there you go. That's sort of a brief synopsis of how they're put together. And hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget, you can find this, RV reviews, and much more at our home on the web at stresslesscamping.com. Happy camping in your Rockwood or Flagstaff.